So I'm just gonna jump right into this. I have 15 to do. You're the first one. And I'm gonna call you Regina. And I wasn't really sure why I wanted to call you Regina, but Regina means queen. And the first thing I got for your message was an image of a dog, or just a dog in general. And to me, dogs are all about loyalty. And then I have Big Booty Mix 11. I don't know if you know two Friends Big Booty Mixes. If you don't, you should. They're great. The songs they mix together are so cool. So if you see something flashing in the background, hopefully it picks up some of the songs and lyrics. I don't know. I'll figure it out as I go, but this shouldn't be too long, hopefully. But I feel like, back to that loyalty thing, either your loyalty is being questioned or you're questioning somebody else's loyalty. And I'm drawing in my gold deck. Ooh, reflections. Okay. I'm gonna do the Deviant Moon first. I have like a thought in my head, but let's see what comes out. 101. Also, the number 12 might be significant. Sorry, I'm being quiet. I'm just listening and stuff. I don't know if you know how this goes. I thought you knew how this goes. I had an idea. You had an idea how this goes. Oh, you know how this goes. All right. So, what's going on? What is going on for Regina? See, I get this feeling that like people are trying to copy you. People are trying to watch you. Competition and like, oh my God, is someone playing a trick on you? Do you feel like someone's playing a trick on you? Or do you feel like someone's stealing your tricks and using them on you? Spooky season. Are you getting spooked? Ooh, you are defensive. But this is all about messages. Maybe you're waiting for bad news. Maybe you're like bracing for impact. I just heard medical bill or something like that. But you're on guard. A quick decision will fix it all. Maybe you're not being as curt as you should be, which isn't like you at all. If it's the you I remember. The Seven of Swords again. But this is a pile. Let's see what we have here. So here's, you spoke your truth. I don't know, I feel like you're recognizing bullshit. You're recognizing bullshit and you're outgrowing it. You're like seeing people make mistakes again. You're seeing people do things over and over again that are leaving them in situations that are less than ideal. And maybe people are being judgmental or they're making fun of you because you seem to just kind of, I don't know, it takes a lot to get close to you. But I'm not saying that you don't love being close to somebody, because you take off your mask for them. So, or I just got, okay, so now that you know about masks, what is like unto itself is drawn justice. You're dealing with someone that's wearing a mask too. And now you're seeing their dark side. See how it's like what light, dark? It's like thought, action. Duck, duck, goose. Those might have spiritual meanings to you. You may have just, that might be of significant. Duck, duck, goose. Maybe just played that game. Okay. I only take cards if they flip or fall. The Queen of Wands in reverse. And I don't usually take cards in reverse, but that is very, very much in reverse. I feel like maybe you went against somebody? Spiteful. Something spiteful. Like you didn't realize this person could be so spiteful. Maybe a friend is doing something really out of character, really just manipulative, really malicious, really like, wow, I can't believe that person would do that to anybody. I can't believe a person would do that to anybody, much less somebody I know. I'm friends with that person and they're doing that to somebody on purpose? Wow. Because remember, you become the company you keep. You become who you surround yourself with. I think they say it's like the 5 people that you surround yourself with, you become. All right, so let me get a card to stay on the board. Ooh, these wanted to pop. Strength, King of Cups, and the Hermit. I think you started to choose your conscience over fun. You started to choose your conscience. Yes, death in reverse, or you have the thought to and you haven't acted on it yet. It's like you're going to say yes to another outing and you're going to end up feeling the same way. This death, like this is the only card actually doesn't even have, all the other major arcanas in this deck specifically have at least this little banner at the bottom. This card doesn't have anything. It's just a bigger thing squashing a little thing of itself. And the title card was on the bottom, but remember that was in reverse. So I feel like you or something, someone, but I mean, ultimately you are your decisions. Tower card. You keep giving something another chance. Something in you keeps saying, give it another chance. Keep going with it. Why are you defending it? What are you defending it for? Why can't it defend itself? Why does it have to be defended in the first place? It could be a person, it could be an idea. Wish fulfillment competition title. Status. Reload. Sorry, I can't sing, but I love this song, Reload. Try again. So, I'm not gonna really look at these seriously because I know what I have to say. I had a thought in my mind, and I didn't say it, and that's why they all jumped. So what I'm gonna say is, I remember reading the book called The Alchemist. Anything that happens once will never happen again. That anything that happens twice is sure to happen 3 times. Or sure to happen a third, something like that. Anyway, what I get from that is it's not the 3rd time that's the charm, it's the 4th. So maybe somebody has done something to you twice. They'll do it a 3rd. But it's not going to be the 3rd time that you cut them. They're going to do it again. Or maybe they've only done it once and you kind of get this feeling and you have the choice to prevent it. Foresight. Foresight. What's interesting is, I mean, I was so excited to have my deck and use my deck. And anytime I say deck, I know people hear dick. Trust me, I know this. I feel like you would appreciate that I clarified that. But you are a queen. Ooh, I just saw a chessboard. You are a queen. Especially when it comes to potential. And I hate using the word potential, but you are a queen in a sea of pawns. You can move as you please. You are so much more capable than a lot of the people and places you spend your time. Remember, you become who you surround yourself with. You are so much more capable. You are a queen. The queen can move as she pleases. The queen can move however she wants on the board, as far as she wants anyway. But you hang around with pawns. People who can only move 1 spot at a time, 2 2 if they're lucky and from the start, and they're fine with it. They're fine with it. A queen is never fine with moving 1 spot. This deck hasn't said anything yet, and this deck is my favorite one, and usually it's popping. Sorry, I was seeing where we are in Big Bootie minutes. It's 10 minutes long, I'm sorry. But, sorry, you're welcome. Waiting for your ships to come in. They are. This is also foresight. Look at that. Really, the 2 of Wands is foresight, but the 3 of Wands is like on the corner. It's, or, yeah, being just really out there and just waiting. It's also travel, but to me it's like waiting for your ship to come in. And it's slow and it's taking forever. Waiting for the other foot to drop. Waiting for something. I don't know. Waiting. Anticipating. Anxiety. Waiting for somebody to fuck up again. And notice I say again because you know it's already happened. You know it's going to happen again. So how many times are you going to let it happen? 111 on the clock. Competition for the Empress. Royalty. Regina, Reina. And the King of Pentacles on the bottom. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. Yeah, only you can remove yourself from the situation. You can be an empress. I got it now. This is the title card in the deck, and I leave it in here because it's like, well, it means a couple things. But for me right now, it's kind of like the empress being in a frame. And so because she's in a frame, she's out of reach. You can visualize her, but she's out of reach. She's an idea still. She's a memory or a longing, a desire. She's on the wall. She isn't you. It's not a self-portrait yet. It's somebody looking at her on the wall, looking at the portrait of the Empress, if that makes sense. And you're fighting, and depending on where you're fighting yourself, and depending on where you invest your time is what's going to allow you to be the Empress or not. The Tower card. But remember, not everybody likes to see you succeed. Not everybody likes to admit that you may all be in the same ocean, but you don't all have the same ships. That's not really a great analogy, but that's what just came to mind. And we are all a product of our choices. It just is what it is. You made different choices. You have different freedoms. You have different restrictions because of your choices, but you also have different freedoms. And nobody can hold those freedoms against you because they have not allowed, their actions have not allowed them the same freedom of their choices because, they have different responsibilities, whether it's work or bills or kids or whatever. Their choices brought them different responsibilities. And so people in your circle may be envious and skeptical and try to sway you away from the freedom that you have. But they're going to make it feel like freedom or friendship, but really it's because they know that you're made for greater things, but you bring them up, and it's almost selfish in a way. But I feel like you've started to experience tension in your friend group. Or maybe you always have and it's just kind of become normal or accepted or whatever it is. I don't know. Or there's something that happened that really put it in check. Like one particular experience. If your mind just flashed to something, it's that. Queen of Wands and King of Wands. Hangman, 12 again. I just got a nudge that anytime you go out, if you go out with your group of friends, it's always a scene and you're starting to be embarrassed. Like it used to be funny to have the attention or whatever, now you're starting to be embarrassed by it. I don't know. Regina, I think that you know that you're just You can be a lot of different things. You can wear a lot of different hats. And as a beautiful girl, it's a blessing and a curse. Both of these cards signify walking away, leaving. There are things you need to leave behind to become the Empress, to go from a queen to an Empress. And when you do, you're gonna watch your life just like, pew, in a good way. Those are fireworks, not like explosions. So Regina, I hope this helps. I don't know, we'll see. But